Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 3. In yesterday's video we did start the main quest, a Bloody Baron, and now we're playing as Ciri, which is so awesome. So we are actually going to hurry up and catch up with Gretka because she ran off without us, like the intelligent child that she is. Oh, there she is. She didn't go far. But we need to follow her because we need to kill the Wolf King, and I don't actually know what happens next or anything else because I can't access a quest journal or anything like that. So let's just see where this all leads us to. Oh.
Belly's all in blood. Clawed open. No wolves did this.
Huh. The Wolf King, maybe? It's Ciri, let's just keep out your sword. Just in case. What's over here? Anything? Nope.
This way, through the cave.
You lead.
Why are we letting the child lead us? Shouldn't we, with the, the sword, lead her? It's fine, whatever.
It's a bit dark.
Afraid?
Are you?
No.
Then I'm not either.
Oh, that's so sweet.
What?
The Wolf King, now do you believe me?
I do. Hide!
Oh dear. You're not hiding, little girl. Oh, just chop. We got him! King of the Wolves down. Woohoo!
Why, you really give him a drubbing. Never seen anything like it.
Girl, you can come out now. Come on.
Oh dear. We found a corpse in the woods.
You're lucky we came this way. Found someone far less fortunate in the forest.
Yaren, must be. We was returning from Midcops when the brute attacked. I managed to flee, but Yaren...
The little one. No details.
I don't know why I just have a bad feeling about this, like a really bad feeling, but maybe I'm just being overly paranoid. But anyway, we must get to the village.
You have bandages at home? Some spirit? He laid a claw or two on me, unfortunately.
I've not, miss, but my lord, he's a powerful man. He's sure to help you. Might even reward you for cutting the werewolf down.
Very well. Lead us to your lord.
Is that the Bloody Baron? Probably.
Just who do you think you've brought me, man? That's not me daughter.
And the little one?
Neither, damn it! I think I'd know my own child.
Well, might not be yours, the older one, but you've got to admit the likeness. That's downright striking. So, any chance for that reward?
You'll not see one fucking copper. Get out before I set my hounds on you. So, stew any good?
Very. Thank you. I'd not eaten in...
Clear to see. I'm pleased you like it. Had them prepare a bath for you once you've eaten, and you could do with some sleep. Gretka in the nook behind the hearth. You in the guest room opposite the kitchen.
Thank you.
Shh. Eat now. We'll speak once you've rested.
He seems very accommodating. I did not expect that.
So I ordered my men to watch her and left her to rest.
And?
A topic for another time.
Oh, well, Gretka, where is she now?
The little girl who showed up here with Ciri. What happened to her?
Gretka. She's safe and sound. Helps out in the kitchen. Ciri told me of the girl's parents, what they decided. So I decided not to send the lass home. She's fed here. A roof over a warm corner she calls her own. She wants for nothing.
What happened to Ciri?
I've told you already. A topic for another time.
I get what you're after. Tell me it's important to talk. I have a feeling he is going to ask us to find his own kid in exchange for telling us about Ciri. That's the vibe I think I'm getting. So let's say I get what you're after.
Take it you won't give me this information for free.
Sharp you are. I regret your loss. Commiserate. But you see, it so happens my wife and daughter are missing as well. I propose an exchange. Find my loved ones, and I shall tell you about the girl you seek. All I know.
That's right. And how do I know I can trust you?
Thing is, can I trust you? What guarantees do I have?
None whatsoever. Only my word.
And what happens if I refuse? Well, I think he just won't tell us, right?
What if I refuse? 'Cause I just don't want to.
Would you tell me to sod off? Go ahead, but then I'll tell you the same. And what'll that make us? Two helpless, empty-handed sods. Think of it as searching for your own daughter. Ought to go quickly then. Guard! This man's under my protection. No one's to bother him in any way.
Lovely.
Don't stare, I've not grown horns. Treat it as a token of my good faith.
When do you see them last?
They vanished after the new moon, as if whisked away by shadows.
What do you mean, vanished?
Precisely that. I awoke one morn to find them gone.
Okay, well, have you searched at all for them?
You try to search for them?
Sent men out right away, but they're not suited to it. It's one thing to rip up floorboards in search of a peasant's last sack of grain. Finding a living person, they just don't know how. Besides, Velen's naught but swamps and marshy woodland. Plenty of hard-to-find nooks. If you're looking to hide someone, this is the place.
Okay, well, do you have any enemies?
Maybe they were kidnapped. Got any enemies?
None worth mentioning. Worthless little pricks and angry peasants is all. None would dare raise a finger against my family. Any who might have, they've been eating dirt long since.
Noticed anything unusual recently?
Anything unusual happen before they disappeared? They act differently, do anything strange?
Unusual? No. Well, not long ago, peasants came to complain that a beast had ravaged a woman by the well. Devoured another lass before her. Common occurrences in Velen. And my women, Anna, quiet as a mouse as ever, and Tamara, occupied with her things, nothing unusual.
Things? What does that mean? Have your men ever bother them?
This place. Must be hard to be the only two women here.
This place? What do you mean? They wanted for nothing here. Pheasant for dinner? Not a problem. Blue ribbons from Toussaint? Say the word.
Had your men in mind. Their company. Sure your wife and daughter weren't being harassed?
My men are a horde of whoresons, but they know their place. One of them so much as looked at Anna or Tamara crosswise, I'd cut him down like a dog.
I need more information, apparently.
I'll need to know a lot more than that. Can I see their rooms?
What for?
I need clues. Anything to latch onto.
I'll not let a stranger pore through their belongings.
Want me to find them or not?
Yeah.
I do.
Then let me work.
Fine. but I shall go with you. The doors are locked.
Okay. Oils. Supplying oils to your sword increases the damage and deals a certain type to enemy. Yeah, I kind of figured that one out. Alright, I need to follow the Baron, but first things first, let's look around a little bit, since I have time. Nilfgaardian demands. Ooh. That will be interesting. Let's read that. Philip Strenger, your supply problems do not interest us. The pact we signed was clear, and the Empire of Nilfgaard demands you fulfill its terms. If you do not, our mutual obligations will be rendered null and void, and your privileges will be revoked. Sincerely, Havart var Mohone, Field Marshal, Army Group Center Commander. So he is kind of under the thumb of Nilfgaard. But, all right, first things first, let's look at my quest log. There were completed quests. Let's see. We had the Bloody Baron was completed. So Nilfgaard's agent had determined Ciri had stayed with the Baron. And let's see, Geralt found his meeting with the Bloody Baron quite peculiar, and the Baron himself not so bloody at all. Not really. I mean, like, he's definitely like a tough and gruff, like, you know, guy who's not going to take crap from anyone. But he took in that little girl instead of sending her home. I mean, not everybody would have done that. So maybe not so bad of a guy, but we'll see how it all plays out. Or did it just seem so? Yeah. In any case, it turned out Ciri had indeed visited Crow's Perch sometime in the past, but further information about her was only available for a price. And then we have a quest called CIRI'S Story that we completed. I think that's the one that we did the entire time we were playing as Ciri. So the King of the Wolves, fleeing the monsters of Crookback Bog, Ciri arrived at a dried-up branch of the Pontar. While trekking up the former riverbed, Ciri came across a girl named Gretka. The child spoke in a quivering voice of the fearsome Wolf King, who, in a twist straight out of a spine-tingling ballad, prowled the very path that needed to travel. The Wolf King, it turned out, was in truth a common werewolf. Ciri slew it, but sustained a wound in the battle. A villager whom the werewolf had threatened just before Ciri intervened, thanked her for saving his life and offered to take her and Gretka to Crow's Perch, where the Baron would feed them and tend to their wounds. Well, I mean, it seems like he only did it because he thought it was the Baron's kid. So, yeah. And now we are on Family Matters, where we're going to follow the Baron. Oh, and there were... hang on. There were new people to look at. So hang on. Anna Strenger. Geralt did not meet Anna Strenger, the Bloody Baron's wife, when he visited Crow's Perch sometime before his arrival. This woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances along with her daughter, Tamara. Geralt did, however, receive a detailed description of the missing woman. Anna was a comely, 40-something woman with green eyes and hair dark as raven wings, which she kept tied in a tight bun behind her head. And then her daughter, Tamara, a charming young maid of 19 summers and the apple of his eye. And then the Bloody Baron. During his first encounter with Baron Philip Strenger, Geralt found the man's many contradictions puzzling. This former Temerian soldier was clearly an opportunist who, after his army's resounding defeat, dealt and negotiated with the occupying empire of Nilfgaard. The local peasantry anointed him the Bloody Baron, a clear indication that he did not handle his vassals with kid gloves. On the other hand, he proved a surprisingly gracious host to an unexpected guest who was also a stranger and a hired monster slayer. His treatment of children and young women, towards whom he demonstrated a wholly sincere, nearly fatherly concern, likewise contradicted his bandit-like appearance and terrifying moniker. Yeah, it's like the pirate with the heart of gold or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Ciri had learned this for herself, finding care and shelter under his roof. In exchange for information about Cirilla, the Baron asked Geralt to find his wife and daughter. Both disappear without a trace. Okay, so that's everything there. Did I have any beast updates? Oh, I don't want to do this right now. All right, no beast updates, and I was finally able to get out of my inventory screen. So anyway, let's look around a little bit more. Nothing here. So let's catch up with the Bloody Baron.
When she was a babe, my daughter loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's wump on the other side of the wall? You see it there? Oh, what's a trophy? I pity any bastard who's hurt her. I'll flay him alive. Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again. Our bedchamber. Tamara's room is there.
Okay.
Try not to make a mess. For their return, I want everything to be as they left it.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go use your Witcher senses to search the room. And loot, perhaps? Rusty key and incense.
Incense. And an old key. Wonder what it unlocks. Anise. Sandalwood. And something else. Saffron.
Okay. Nothing interesting there. Letter to Tamara. We are more like a family. We support each other and help each other survive tough moments, grapple with the past. For each of us has a past. So you needn't worry about anyone digging into yours. We've got a rule. Never ask more than someone offers on their own. The past doesn't matter to us, only the future does. That and our common fight against evil and depravity, against perverse and loathsome practices of all kinds. Okay. That's not very, comforting. Oh, there's the red incense. Okay, let's go to the next room. Guessing the key unlocks this chest? Or not? Ah, here we go. Something.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
Herm. Where would this key go to? Anything else? I don't think so. Just this red stuff. Which goes downstairs. Let's go to the other room first. Ard glyphs. It's locked. There was a red candelabra.
Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken.
Nothing interesting there. There's another vase. Let's go to this one over here first. The Baron and his wife, it looks like.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
I know I'm hemming a lot, but I don't see. Oh, no, here we go.
Walls a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size.
This painting, yeah.
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough.
What's he hiding?
What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side. It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there. Fight might have happened here. Ought to look for clues.
Okay. Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, let's see over here now.
Huh. Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Ervelus. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
Well, let's go find out, because there's several things leading out here now. Should we just go downstairs then? Let's save. Go downstairs. Ooh, a floorboard.
Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else, though.
A talisman.
Spruce wood. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
All right. Well, let's go talk to the Baron about what I found.
Done poking around?
I found a doll.
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was 4, perhaps 5 winters old. We were in Vizima on market day, and she saw the sorceress, Triss Merigold. Insisted she must have a doll just like her.
Aw.
Couldn't afford a thing of that sort, so I made the doll with my own hands.
That's... The resemblance is uncanny.
So it is supposed to be Triss. Yeah, I see it now. Eerie. Looks just like her.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it? Time's taken a bit of a toll, but overall it continues to impress.
You got something to fall back on if things don't work out with Nilfgaard.
Well, there's signs of fight in the room.
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk, don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing, not a one of them.
Well, I have Jedi mind tricks, so I can maybe use that to get them to talk. Somebody spilled some wine on the landing.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Ervelus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. What does it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
Well, is it possible you got drunk and attacked your wife and they fled because they were scared of you, maybe? Just saying. Just putting it out there. Just saying. Anyway, I know anything about this amulet.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pellar. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pellar, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Well, then apparently I'm off to see the Pellar.
Ought to have a chat with this Pellar.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
All right, so Family Matters, we need to find the Pellar's hut. Character entry for the Pellar. Anything else, game? Can I wander around and talk to other people now, perhaps? Because that would be really cool to do. Let's see. Anything else going on around here?
No ban.
Can I? Okay, let's see before I start looting things. Nope, nothing in here. You guys have anything to say?
What? What is it, Greg?
All right, well, let me look around the Baron's house for a minute or two and see what I can loot, and I'll pick you back up when I finish.
So Ciri was here.
Oh, this is where Ciri slept? Oh, let's look.
A spinning top. Gretka's toy.
Oh, apparently, hang on. I have a quest for Ciri's room. Let's see, secondary quests. Ciri's room. Okay, let's flag that one. Having learned which room Ciri had stayed in during her time at Crow's Perch, Geralt, for whom any excuse to paw through others' possessions is a good one, decided to search it and see if she had left anything behind that might help her. And we could also find Gretka as well. Oh, perfect. Well, then let's work on this.
Ciri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that's my stash, so let me do that in a second. The Natural Obscurity of Curses.
The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Where'd Ciri get this?
Yeah, okay, let's read it. Okay, here's the book. To my dear friends Philip and Anna from the Count La Guerve, Minister of Culture for the Kingdom of Temeria, Vizima 1265. Whoever thinks curses are only ever manifestations of one being's ill will towards another is sorely mistaken. Shockingly commonplace are reports of curses cast unwittingly on oneself or an object in one's immediate environment. The consequence of doing so can be difficult to predict. In many cases, they lead to harm or even the death of the person afflicted by the curse, or of one of the people spending time with the object or being on which the curse fell. That is why it is so essential to make preventative measures to safeguard oneself as thoroughly as possible against the casting of curses. As an absolute minimum, Madame Amelia Veracruz Leon recommends cleansing oneself of all negative thoughts, striving to be at one with the world, and achieving harmony between body and mind. Okay.
A dedication to the Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima.
All right, well, let me empty my bags a little bit, and I shall be right back. All right, I finished emptying out my bags into the stash box, and I have found Gretka.
Thistle.
So,
Shenanacking.
let's talk to her.
So you're Gretka.
Gretka.
I am. And you're Geralt.
How'd you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Ciri told me about you.
I found this toy in Ciri's room.
Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Ciri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day, and Ciri carved it for me. Such a shame she had to leave.
What else did Ciri say?
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did?
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you, and a sorceress. But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you.
Yeah.
I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
What friend?
Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Our friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Do you know where Ciri is?
Do you know where Ciri is?
No. One day I brought her breakfast and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did. But he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Ciri left me a gift.
A gift?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot.
Okay, farewell.
Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
Okay, sure, no
And kill the
problem.
monsters.
Well, let's look at the completed quest of Ciri's room, which again, these aren't any particular order, which is very frustrating. Anyway, though Geralt failed to find any breakthrough clues in Ciri's room, he was moved near to tears by the signs of her presence that he found there. They say Witchers do not experience emotions as strongly as ordinary humans, but there was a powerful bond between Geralt and Ciri, and in that moment, the Witcher could not keep his heart from swelling. As he searched, he realized Ciri must have left Crow's Perch in a hurry, but where was she hurrying to? That our hero did not know. I wonder if the friend who needed her help was the elf that we were looking for, like if Ciri actually went there and found him and all that stuff, but anyway, I am going to end here for today. I'm just going to keep looting while I babble. Tomorrow, I actually want to work on family matters. I want to save Ladies of the Woods for a little bit because I wonder if I'm going to find more clues about these witches as I work on looking for the Baron's family. But anyway, I will take a look at my map. I will probably explore the Baron's little village and loot accordingly before I start, and then we'll probably go, well, obviously we'll go from there. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.
Who's asleep amidst the trees? That's all.